How y'all doing? It's been a day. It's been a rough day. And I just got the news about Israel's attack on Iran, and that just feels really big, as does everything that's happening right now. National Guard, Marines being deployed, tanks rolling in on American streets. It just all feels really big. And then we're having our own personal lives, right? We have our stuff happening. And so I wanted to come on today to support you, to help you, to just create a space for people to come in if they need to, if they need a prayer request. Some of you may not know I'm an ordained minister, and I've done a lot of spiritual stuff. So I think affirmative prayer is one of the most powerful things. But what I really wanted to share with you is that I studied for 8 years, something crazy like that, with a metaphysician. And one of the best things that I learned from him during that time was how to make a distinction as to what I'm feeling versus what the herd's feeling. And right now, the herd is really, really racked and just tense and anxious and scared and angry and polarized and being manipulated and lied to and, all the things. And so, I hear this a lot from people. It's like, well, I don't listen to the news. And it's like, well, okay, but, if it's 110 degrees outside, you are going to be warm. It's going to have an impact on you. And whether you like it or not, sorry, not sorry, we're hardwired to feel each other. And whether you're sensitive to that or not, some people are not, and God bless you. Some of us are so sensitive to what's going on in the herd that, like, I'm just like, my body right now is just physically hurts, like it's needles and knives and stuff. And so I wanted to share this practice with you because it's so powerful. And what this practice did for me is it really helped me understand what the herd is doing, what people are feeling, what's going on with them, and where am I in that? Because here's the mistake most people do, is they say, oh, I'm so scared, or I'm so anxious. And it's like, well, how do you know all that anxiety that you're feeling is yours, right? If the planet, the world is feeling anxious and you're hardwired to feel them, don't you think on some level you might be picking up on other people's anxiety, whether you think you're sensitive or not? And so I did this practice again and again and again because, I get obsessive like that. And I started really feeling myself not separate from the herd, but a distinction. I'm like, oh, that's what they're feeling, and this is what I'm feeling. And there was a separation, and I stopped saying I'm feeling anxious. I started saying things like, wow, I'm aware of a lot of anxiety here, and I know some of this is not mine. And even that statement can dial it down again and again and again and a little bit and a little bit. And so I want to start with what I call Melinda's mantra. And I picked this one up when I was doing massage therapy. And after several months of doing a lot of massage, I was having these massive meltdowns because I had my hands in people's energy for, 40, 50 hours a week. That's a lot of massage. And I was just sponging it up. Didn't know that. And so I started with just this simple mantra, and I want you to say it out loud with me. I release anything that's not mine to feel. And I want you to just imagine it just kind of coming off of you, coming out of your heart, coming out of your mind. I release anything, maybe even shake it off, anything that's not mine to feel. I don't live in LA. I don't live in Israel. I do not live in Iran. I do not live in Washington, D.C. I don't live in those places. I don't have to feel that. That's not mine. That's not mine to feel. And so just shaking that off, or if someone comes to you and has some really heavy news or is really sharing from a painful place or an angry place, you do not need to pick that up, beloved. Do not do that. I want you to go online and look at images and videos of transformer boxes getting hit by lightning and they explode because a transformer box isn't designed to take in that much energy. Oh, our gentle, tender nervous systems are not designed to take in that much energy. And so I release anything that's not mine to feel. That is a good one. My friend, dear friend Karen is online with me. Hello, Karen. And she says her mantra is, "This is not my story." I love that one too. This is not mine to live. This is not mine to feel. Now, here's the practice that I learned that ultimately, some of you know I was in the Aurora Theater the night of the shooting because I was able to make a distinction of here's the crowd all excited and then here's this really intense low tone in the room. I would have said that was my darkness. That was my depression. I'm like, oh, here's a big dark hole Melinda's going to fall into. I would have called it mine and I would have gone to that movie. But because of what I'm going to teach you right now, I left, and because of that, I'm alive, because that dark, heavy feeling said, get out. And I knew it wasn't mine because of this practice. And that was the night of the Aurora Theater shooting. Ugh. So this practice has saved my life. And I think that it's so helpful right now to remember that you're hardwired. Number one, you're hardwired to feel the people around you. Sorry, we cannot undo that. But we can start making a distinction. We can stop calling it mine. My anxiety. No, it's not yours. I'm aware that there's a lot of anxiety here. I'm aware of a lot of anxiety. I'm aware of a lot of anger. I'm aware of a lot of fear. I'm aware of a lot of upset and all the things. I have this whole list like right here in a very kind of matrixy kind of way showing up. And I'm like, I don't want to read that right now. So it starts with recognizing that there is an intelligence here in your body that knows your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is uniquely yours. No one else on the planet has this. And guess what? The physical is secondary to the energetic. Your energetic field has its own signature, and you can learn it. And so we're going to tap in and talk to that body wisdom and ask it to teach us our energetic signature and to help make that distinction. So I'm just going to go through this a few times and do this with me. Save this, come back to this, do this every single day, and I'll go through some of the different things. But right now, just with the news I just read, I'm like, okay, here we go. So close your eyes, take a breath. And I don't know, it just makes me laugh. Like, hey, body wisdom. I don't think I'm just feeling me. Nope, I don't. World is really getting a little cray-cray. And I need some help. Oh, I can just feel the tears. I need some help making a distinction as to what I'm feeling. Because I know even these tears are not mine. Not all of them. So body wisdom, bring me the experience now, please, of how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling the world's reaction in response to Israel's attack on Iran. And all the people in Israel and all the people in Iran and everyone involved and everybody listening in and tuning into that. Bring me the experience now, please, of how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling everyone else's reaction to that. Now take a moment, take a breath. This is not what you think, what you imagine would feel different. No, you're asking your body wisdom to bring you an experience right here, right now. And so what I noticed immediately was the freneticness in my heart calmed down. Like, oh, okay, that calmed down. There's still a lot there. The tears, not there. Like, okay. What else did I notice? I noticed the energy field around me, my energetic space, just got a whole lot quieter. And maybe, I'm really practiced at this. I've been doing this for years, and I am really highly skilled and highly trained. Like, I studied this stuff. And so it might take you some time to notice the subtle nuances. Oftentimes people just notice their body just does this. It just takes a big breath. And that's the sign that your nervous system is calming down. That's the nervous system switching out of fight or flight back into parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest, that big breath. So let's do a few more because there's a lot of shit going on. Oh, the next step. So that's step 1. Step 2, we need to teach ourselves. So I talk to my cells like they're a classroom. I'm like, all right, everybody, like an unruly, out of control classroom. All right, everybody, pay attention. That feeling that just left, that's not me. Do not call that self. Do not label that self when it comes back, because it will, because I'm hardwired to feel everything. Do not call that mine. Do not name that as self. That's everyone else's reaction to what just happened between Israel and Iran. So memorize that feeling. And when it comes trolling back, we'll just know that that's not me. There you go. Okay, let's do it again. Deep breath in. Just notice where you're at. Hey, body wisdom. Oof, there's so much going on. Don't think I'm just feeling me. Bring me the experience now, please, of how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling everyone's reaction to what's happening in LA. National Guard, Marines, all the things, the immigration struggles, all the people involved in the immigration, those who want people out of the country, those who are here legally, who are scared, those are here who are here illegally, who are scared. Bring me the experience now, please, how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling everyone's reaction to what's happening in LA. Oh my God. Oh. And then just take a breath and just notice. This is not what do I think would feel different. This is an experience. And what I just felt was my body it just got quieter. It just kind of settled down, almost like it just kind of went into a pool, like a puddle, like just a blob, like, oh, like coming out of a tight clench and just relaxing. And maybe you just notice a little tension dropping out of your jaws, out of your shoulders, out of your hips. Maybe your ass unclenched a little bit. I don't know. Maybe your breath deepened. But I felt my whole body just sink. So again, back to your cells. Pay attention to that feeling that just left. That, and this is my words, that clench, that tightness. Ugh. Not me. That's everyone's reaction to what's happening in LA and around immigration in the US. Do not call that self. Memorize that, because when it comes trolling around again, and it will, I can stay separate from it and distant from it, because that's not mine to feel. Let's do another one. And this is what I would do when I was practicing this. I would just do rapid fire. I would literally look at headlines and just do this for every headline. Oh, body wisdom. I don't think I'm just feeling me. Bring me the experience now, please, how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling everyone else's worries and fears and concerns about healthcare and their ability to have access to the medicine, to the support that they need, to the doctors, to the hospitals, to the therapies. Bring me the experience now, please, of how I would feel different if I wasn't feeling everyone else's fear around healthcare and their access to it. And I'm not just talking in my country. I mean, we're talking globally. I mean, the US is not the only country that's got some healthcare issues and people who are scared about having access. And then just get quiet, just notice what happens. Tell your cells, whatever that was that just left, that feeling that just left, that's not me. Memorize that feeling. That's people's fear around their ability to afford and access health care. It's not mine. It's not mine to feel. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like I just went from dysregulated to regulated. Like all of a sudden I'm back in center again. All of a sudden I'm grounded again. Like that's all it took. Didn't have to take edibles, didn't have to drink. I'm not doom scrolling because certainly that's not going to help. I didn't have to do a long meditation, although probably chances are I will go do that. This is a powerful process to help you get centered back into your groundedness, rootedness, to the truth of yours. Now I want to tell you, I've taught this a lot, and do not make the mistake to think that you do this so you feel good. No, you do this so you feel yourself, because there's still some shit here that I've got to sort out and work through. Like I have my own concerns about finances and healthcare and life and whatnot. I have grief, big grief body burp to up today around the loss of my mom. so this isn't to feel good. It's just so you can get back and just process your stuff. I work with people all over the world who have high anxiety and fears and worries, and they're trying to process all of these things, and they're trying to process stuff that's not even theirs. Oh my God, wasted energy, wasted effort. If you could just dial it back from, like, I would say the anxiety I was feeling when I started this call, I would say that's probably about a good 7, 8. It was high. It was really high. Now I would say it's about a 3, maybe even a 2. Like it's not that big of a deal right now. We can handle 2s and 3s. We can process that. We can work through that. We can maintain access to our higher thinking and higher functioning when our nervous system isn't so dysregulated that it's in fight or flight. Like I'm not in fight or flight now. Like I feel calm and grounded. I don't need to go eat. Do a lot of health coaching. so I want to end with just a little prayer. So if you will, please join me. I'm just recognizing that there is love present right where I am, that there is a presence that is a universal presence of love. It's called God, Buddha, Jesus, Allah, George. It's known by an infinite number of names. And I recognize that presence is right here in the midst of everything. Everything that's happening on this planet. It's in the sunrise, it's in the sunset, it's in the flower. It's in these crazy things called cactus with blooms and that look like aliens. It's there too. It's in the midst of conflict. It's in the midst of grief. That love, that presence of the divine creator is right here, and I am an integral part of that. I am an extension of it, like a scoop of water coming out of the ocean. I am the scoop out of the divine. I'm just an individualized expression, as is every single person on this planet. We're all part of the one, all part of the whole, and there is no separation. I recognize that some may get distracted and forget who they are, that they are part of that sacred, holy life and love. And what I know and claim in this moment is that life, that love is stronger than any conflict, than any lack. It is the presence of creation itself, and that we each hold that within us. And that when we take a moment and remember the truth of our being, that we are so able to get back to the love, to the peace, and we're able to carry that out into the world like lighthouses shining. And so I know that in this moment, in every moment, there is light shining from every heart. And I choose to see that light. I choose to turn away from the hatred and the divisiveness, and I choose to amplify the light. Because what I know is true is the light is what remains, because all it takes is one candle in a dark room and the darkness recedes. And so I know there is only one thing. There is a singularity. There is the light. And the darkness is just the absence of that. And so as we move about our day and move into this weekend, and for all those who are going to be expressing their voice and their right, I know that peace is right there. And I choose to see that these protests are done exactly as they were meant to be, as peaceful protests. That is our right, to be peaceful, to have our voices heard, and to know that there is a universe greater than our government. There is a universe that responds and always says yes, yes, yes. And so in this moment, I choose to use my voice to claim inclusivity, to claim rights for humans across every boundary, every border, that in every place, to know that the human right and value is being lifted. And that ability to see each other as sacred expressions of the divine is becoming more and more apparent, more and more present in this moment, in every moment. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the skills and the knowledge that I hold. I'm so grateful for platforms like this to share these skills. I'm so grateful for every light and every heart on this planet that is aligning itself to that higher frequency of love, of truth. And that is reaching hands down to those who are hurting and lifting them up, recognizing value, bringing back dignity. I'm so grateful for this. And knowing that every one of these words is heard and the universe has already responded with a resounding yes, I just release it, knowing it's done. And so it is. Thank you, everybody. I needed that. I hope that benefited you to some degree as well. And if you need support, I am here for you. If you need help, I am here for you. I will put my scheduling link in the chat so that you can reach out. I offer 30-minute complimentary consults. And if you'd like to find out a little bit more about how I support people through and beyond trauma, how I help them in these challenging times, please, please, please reach out. Getting ourselves grounded and centered is what gets us through these challenging times. So much love to you. Above all things, always, always, please, please be kind. And I'll see you soon. Take care.